Tracy Hawkins with BBC World News live from Washington. Our top story, demonstrations against Donald Trump's election victory turn violent.
You are acting in a riotous manner. All people must leave the area immediately.
Tear gas and arrests in Portland and other American cities as thousands say they're not prepared to accept the result. President-elect Trump praises the passion of the people who took to the streets and says he expects the country to come together and be proud. In other news, thousands more people flee the fighting around Mosul as the UN accuses Islamic State of carrying out atrocities on civilians.
The victims were dressed in orange clothes marked in red with the words traitors and agents of the ISF. Their bodies were then hung on electrical poles in several areas in Mosul city.
With nothing on my tongue but hallelujah.
Tributes to the Canadian singer and poet Leonard Cohen, whose songs have inspired hundreds of other artists.
Hello, good evening. Please say hello to me. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. How are you doing?
I'm listening to you.
Okay, are you doing good? Are you doing okay? Alright, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Okay. My name is Anastasia. I'm 17. And I want to prepare for my exams.
Good, good, very good. So, Nastya, where are you from?
I'm from Vladimir.
Good. And which grade do you study in? Which form?
In 11.
11th grade, okay, good. How about your mark in English? What is your mark?
My mark is 5.
Excellent, very good, very good. What is the book which you study in your English class? What is the name?
Our book is Kaufman.
Sorry?
The author of our book is Kaufman.
Kaufman? That's Happy English?
Yes.
Okay. And Happy English for 11th grade or which one?
11th.
Good. How many classes of English do you have during 1 week?
There are 3 classes in a week.
Okay, very good, very good. All right. So, what is new? Can you share a little bit about the news which happened to you during this week?
I think it's nothing in the week.
Alright, maybe was it possible for you to listen to the BBC news just in the very beginning of the class?
Yes.
So
it's possible for me.
Do you remember some world news?
Okay, of course. The election of the president in the United States.
Who was elected?
Donald Trump.
Do you like it?
Maybe.
Why are you not so sure?
I was sure that the future president of the United States will be Hillary Clinton.
Why did you think so?
Everybody thinks so.
Why? I don't think so. I didn't think that Hillary would have won.
In America, every citizen, I think,
Hello?
and they are against in New York, for example.
Okay, interesting. Any other news which you listened to in the very beginning of the class?
I think nothing.
All right. Well, actually, there were the news about the Leonard Cohen, who died. Who was Leonard Cohen?
Oh, it was a musician, but I don't remember the name.
Well, his name is Leonard Cohen. Leonard Cohen. Maybe you heard which country he is from.
Unfortunately, I don't know.
Okay, he is from Canada. Canadian singer, Canadian artist. Okay, very good. So, right now we'll start our class. I don't know why we have only one student today. Usually we have more than one, but that's okay. So, Nastya, what is the most difficult part of the Russian national exam which you would like to get prepared to?
For me, the most difficult part of exam is essay.
Okay, I see. Yeah. Well, I will in the end of the class or after the class, I will send you some helpful stuff which will explain you how to get prepared for the essay, and that's pretty easy. Alright, what I want to do today is I would like to work on listening comprehension, but listening comprehension is I just want to show you how what I think is the best way to get prepared in the listening comprehension. So we will read. I will ask you to read, and then we will listen. So first we'll read. If you please start part 1. Will you please read?
You are all here to France, Gordon and Annabel, discussing a film called A Secret Place, which they have brought here recently.
Okay, go ahead.
What do Gordon and Annabel agree about? The film lacks a coherent storyline. The director was over ambitious in his aim. The book which the film was based on is for popular.
Go ahead.
What does Annabelle think about the film's ending? It's greatly enhanced by the musical soundtrack. It strikes a good balance between humor and tragedy. It's a clever way of solving a character's problem.
Good. So, first of all, you didn't read the task, and of course the task is very important. If you don't mind, please read the task.
You'll hear 3 different extracts for question 1 to 6. Choose the answer A, B, or C, which fits best according to what you hear. There are 2 questions for each extract.
Alright, now you understand what we're going to do. So, first of all, we'll talk about the new vocabulary for you. So, which words are you do not know, you do not understand? Just ask me.
Coherent.
Coherent. Coherent.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about coherent. All right. So. Coherent. Well, let's say in Russian something like all right?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on. So the film lacks a coherent storyline. How do you understand that?
Alex.
Okay. This is a very important word. So to lack. To lack means okay, good. So the film lacks a coherent storyline. What do you think? What is that?
Фильму не хватает последовательной истории.
And the storyline is what do you think? What is a storyline? It's not only story, it's a storyline.
Сюжет.
Yeah, absolutely. Very true, very correct. Right. So now you understand the first. Okay. Any other words? New vocabulary for you.
Player, ambitious.
Over ambitious. Okay.
Over.
Over.
I understand.
Ah, you know this word, right? Over ambitious. So that, yeah, it's almost the same like in Russian. Do you understand the word? Over ambitious? No? All right.
Yes.
Okay. So the director was over ambitious in his aims, and I think that you know the word aim, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. New words.
Subtler.
You do not pronounce B because this is English language. You don't need to pronounce. Excuse me, I just did the wrong thing. Subtler. The pronunciation is subtler. So subtle means excuse me. Okay. All right.
Yes.
So the book which the film was based on is far subtler. Okay. Any other new vocabulary?
Enhance.
Enhance. Okay. Very good. Well, I see that you are a good student. Really.
Thank you.
No, it's not a compliment. It's just I know students. Excuse me. Because most of the students, they will just say, "Oh, all right, I don't need it." But you're a good student. Okay, enhance. It's just like when you do you know that the pupil has a different meaning. Pupil is not only a student, but pupil of the eye. Do you know what is a pupil of the eye? No?
No.
Okay, so this is excuse me. Alright, this is the pupil of the eye. So sometimes you know that pupils can enhance. You understand?
No.
Pupils of your eyes can enhance.
I understand.
Okay, good. So that's the meaning of the word enhance. Alright, any other words?
I understand. All text.
Alright, so again, you will hear 3 different extracts. For questions 1 to 6, choose the answer A, B, or C, which fits best according to what you hear. There are 2 questions for each extract. You overhear 2 friends. Overhear, that means that you heard something accidentally. You just didn't want to listen, just people were talking and you heard what they were talking about. So you overhear 2 friends, Gordon and Annabelle, discussing a film which is called A Secret Place, which they have both seen recently. What do Gordon and Annabelle agree about? So what do they agree about? The film lacks a coherent storyline. The director was overambitious in his aims. The book which the film was based on is far subtler. What does Annabelle think about the film's ending? It's greatly enhanced by the musical soundtrack. It strikes a good balance between humor and tragedy. It's a clever way of solving a character's problem. Okay? Well, first of all, just tell me whether you can hear or not the sound of the recording. Okay?
I'm going to
Yes.
give you the instructions for this test.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
Very good. Alright, so you're ready to listen. Do not forget that the extract will sound 2 times. Twice. And after that, you will give me the answer. And we will listen to extract 1. And then we will discuss. So, right now, because we are just getting prepared, it's possible to take notes. So you can use a pencil and paper, and you can just take notes. Alright? But do not forget that during the real Russian national exam, it is not allowed to take notes. But now we are getting prepared, we are learning, we are studying, so it's possible. Alright, if you're ready, you ready?
Yes.
Please.
I'm ready.
I'll introduce each part of the test and give you time to look at the questions. At the start of each piece, you'll hear this sound. You'll hear each piece twice. Remember, while you're listening, write your answers on the question paper. You'll have 5 minutes at the end of the test to copy your answers onto the separate answer sheet. There'll now be a pause. Please ask any questions now, because you must not speak during the test. Now open your question paper and look at part 1. You'll hear 3 different extracts. For questions 1 to 6, choose the answer A, B or C, which fits best according to what you hear. There are 2 questions for each extract. Extract 1. You overhear 2 friends, Gordon and Annabelle, discussing a film called A Secret Place, which they have both seen recently. Now look at questions 1 and 2.
Annabelle, you saw A Secret Place the other day, didn't you?
I did. Interesting, but the action's very patchy. It falls apart here and there.
There isn't a thread you can follow all the way through, is there? I can see what the director...
Yoshiki Muta.
Yeah, I can see what he's trying to do. It's a complex layering of detail, but it just doesn't come off.
Well, it's a brave attempt. It works for me, although I have to say I still really prefer the original novel, with its very delicate touch.
I think, though, the film version taps into our emotions more. But what about the ending?
I'd have enjoyed it more if it hadn't been for that powerful, pounding rock music, which was obviously supposed to emphasize what was happening on screen. But I did like the way I was on the verge of laughing, then almost crying for that final 2 or 3 minutes. Very well done.
Not that it really appeared to sort anything out for our hero.
Presumably he'll turn up in a sequel soon, with the same old dilemma.
We'll look forward to that then.
Now you'll hear the recording again.
Annabelle, you saw A Secret Place the other day, didn't you?
I did. Interesting, but the action's very patchy. It falls apart here and there.
There isn't a thread you can follow all the way through, is there? I can see what the director...
Yoshiki Muta.
Yeah, I can see what he's trying to do. It's a complex layering of detail, but it just doesn't come off.
Well, it's a brave attempt. It works for me, although I have to say I still really prefer the original novel, with its very delicate touch.
I think, though, the film version taps into our emotions more. But what about the ending?
I'd have enjoyed it more if it hadn't been for that powerful, pounding rock music, which was obviously supposed to emphasize what was happening on screen. But I did like the way I was on the verge of laughing, then almost crying for that final 2 or 3 minutes. Very well done.
Not that it really appeared to sort anything out for our hero.
Presumably he'll turn up in a sequel soon, with the same old dilemma.
We'll look forward to that then.
Alright, so what answers do you think are the best fit to the questions? The director was over-ambitious in his aims. Okay, why do you think so?
I don't know.
Okay, this is not a good answer, but that's alright. Okay, and how about the second?
A.
Why do you think so?
They speak about soundtrack and the rock music in the end of the film.
Okay, I got you. Well, probably not, but I know that this is very hard, and so that is why I try to explain you how to get prepared for the listening comprehension part. So first of all, maybe you noticed that the man has a very specific accent. This is not a real English accent. Have you noticed it?
No.
No? So his pronunciation was something like layered. Have you ever heard some English-speaking people pronounced it like that? No?
No.
All right. So this accent is from Scotland. Do you know Scotland?
Yes.
So he's a Scottish guy. So, and in Scotland they pronounce it like that, like it's really close to the Russian R, like we pronounce R. So they pronounce R in Scotland also, and I want you to notice, to pay attention to that. Alright, that is why probably it was difficult for you to understand what he was saying. Okay, right now we'll read what they were talking about. So please read.
Annabelle, you said a secret place out of the I did, indeed. But the actions were patchy. It falls apart here and there. There isn't a framing that fall all the way through, is there? I can see that the direction. Yoshiki Muto. Yeah, I can see what he's trying to do. It's a complex layering of detail, but it just does not come off. Well, it's a brave attempt. It works for me. As I have to say, I still really prefer the original novel with its very deep touch. I think the film lesson taps into our emotional more. But what about the ending? I'd have enjoyed it more if I hadn't been for that powerful fountain rock music, which was obviously supposed to emphasize what was happening on screen. But I did like the way I was on the verge of laughing, almost crying, for that final 2 or 3 minutes. Very well done. Not that it really appeared to sort anything out for our hero. Presumably, he'll turn up in a sequel soon, with the same old dilemma. Look forward to that exam.
Okay, so do you think that you want to change your answers?
Yes, I know.
So please change. What is the answer to the first question?
B.
Still B. The director was overambitious in his aims. Why do you think so?
The book was different.
The what? The book was different. And what's the connection between the book and his being overambitious? So overambitious, if you remember, it's when a person is very ambitious.
The right answer is A.
The film lacks a coherent storyline. Yes, this is the correct answer. And why do you think so?
Gordon says it's a complex line of detail.
Okay, and how about the second question?
B.
Yes, this is the correct answer. Right now it's the correct answer. Why do you think so?
But I did like the way I was on the verge of laughing, then almost crying.
Very good, very good. So you see, your eyes are better than your ears. Yeah, so that means that you have to train to practice more listening with your ears. And then, because you see, I was just trying to teach you some new vocabulary, but I don't need to teach you this vocabulary because you did a good job. You gave the correct answers after you read. The only thing is that you gave the correct answer for question 1, but the explanation was not correct. So you see, Annabelle says, when Gordon asked, you saw a secret place the other day, didn't you? And she said, yes, I did. Interesting, but the action was very patchy. It falls apart here and there. So what does that mean, patchy? We just talk a little bit about that because this is necessary. What is a patch? Have you ever heard this word?
No.
Alright, you need to know that. Patch means when you think about this word patch, it might have so many different meanings. Like, for example, I have a small vegetable patch in my garden, and the meaning will be vegetable patch in my garden. The meaning will be all right. Or
yes.
Yeah, another meaning is patchy. Patchy means that kind of a very different things together. Patchy. It's just like if you think about the blanket. Do you know the word blanket?
I don't know.
Well, I think that you are supposed to know that blanket. This is okay. All right, sorry. So the blanket can be patchy, and that means that patchy blanket will be okay. Patchy blanket will be something like now I understand, right? So
yes.
And she says that the movie was kind of a patchy. It falls apart. It falls apart. I think that you understand it now. It falls apart. The meaning is okay. So now we can see it here. Interesting, but the action is very patchy. It falls apart here and there. And then Gordon says there isn't a thread. What is a thread? This is the word which you need to know. Thread. Do you know the word thread?
No.
Okay, this is the word from your vocabulary for your school. And how about needle? What is a needle?
Is that?
Just hold on. Needle goes together with a thread. This is and what you say is to knit. But that's alright. It's just, you see, to knit. Okay? This is what you said. Okay? So, Gordon says there isn't a thread you can follow all the way through, is there? Okay, so that means that if we have a look, the film lacks a coherent storyline. Alright? Good. But you see, you found the correct answer for the second part. And that means that I don't need to explain... Excuse me. I don't need to explain a lot of vocabulary to you because it's not necessary. I can just give you the words from this vocabulary just for you to understand everything, because the words are really necessary for you to know. Okay, let's have a look. It's a complex layering of detail, but it just doesn't come off. Yeah, it's a brave attempt. Смелая попытка. It works for me. Although I have to say I still really prefer the original novel with its very delicate touch. Ну, деликатная, скажем, delicate touch, налет, деликатное настроение. I think though the film version taps into our emotions more. Версия фильма больше подключается к нашим чувствам. But what about the ending? I'd enjoyed it more if it hadn't been for the powerful pounding rock music. Здесь вы видите третье conditional. Я бы наслаждалась больше, если бы не мощная, грохочущая рок-музыка. Powerful pounding. Pounding обычно грохот падающего тела. Pound. Неприятный звук. Pound. Which was obviously supposed to emphasize. Emphasize, подчеркнуть, которое очевидно предполагалось, чтобы подчеркнуть what was happening on the screen, подчеркнуть то, что происходит на сцене. But I did like the way I was on the verge of laughing. Но мне понравилось, я была на краю засмеяться. То есть вот-вот, чтобы засмеяться. On the verge of laughing. Verge, край. Then almost crying. Затем чуть ли не заплакать. For that final 2 or 3 minutes. Very well done. Not that really appeared to sort anything out for our hero. Для нашего героя. Presumably, ну, по всей вероятности, это по всей вероятности, presumably, he'll turn up, он появится, in a sequel. Sequel продолжение. Sequel. Ну, следующий эпизод, следующая серия. With the same old dilemma or dilemma. Дилемма, в русском языке есть это слово, трудная задача. Look forward to that them. Жду с нетерпением этого. So, you see, it wasn't necessary for me to teach the vocabulary. I just wanted you to know what kind of vocabulary was that. But at the same time, you did a good job. You answered the question. Okay, right now it's possible to talk a little bit about what you said. The essay. Okay. So, what I want you to understand here, and I will send this essay to you. Just what I want you to see, first of all, is to understand what is active video games. Do you know what active video games mean?
Игры в действии.
Have you ever played active video games?
No, I have never done it.
Okay. I will explain it in Russian because it's not that easy to explain in English. Есть такая специальная приставка 3V, может быть вы знаете, где вы можете играть, держа в руках эту приставку, играть в теннис с телевизором. Прям размахиваете руками, на экране телевизора вы бьете по шару. Вы можете играть в гольф. Вы можете играть с партнером. Прямо вот вы стоите и партнер стоит, а на экране телевизора вы друг друга бьете кулаками. То есть вы двигаете кулаками, но не по партнеру, а смотрите на экран телевизора, куда вам нужно бить. И партнер точно так же смотрит. Вот это вот называется активные видеоигры. Видели такое, нет?
Да.
Ну хорошо, тогда значит вам все понятно будет. То есть вы поняли, что активные видеоигры, это значит вам нужно обязательно двигаться. То есть не сидеть на диване с консолью в руках и нажимать на кнопки. Нет. Если это теннис, то да, там есть кегли, вам точно так же нужно встать и как будто вы кидаете прямо руками этот шар. На экране он летит и сбивает кегли, и вы можете играть в гольф. Точно так же вы клюшкой будете бить по шарику, и шарик полетит на экране куда-то от того, как вы размахнулись и так далее. Вот активная видеоигра. То есть сидеть не надо. И второе, то, что вы можете играть с партнером. Вы можете играть с партнером в одной комнате, а можете играть в разных домах. Он у себя дома, вы у себя дома. Понятно, да?
Да.
All right, good. Now please read the essay.
Are video games a good way to keep fit? Nowadays, many teenagers have got video consoles at home and they often like playing active video games. These are good for you for a number of reasons. First of all, I think that active video games are a good way to keep fit. There are a lot of different types of exercise you can do, such as basketball, water skiing, and dance, and what's more, you can play them in the comfort of your own home. In my opinion, these games are fun and interactive because you can play them with friends, and if you play online, you don't need to be in the same place as your friend to play. In addition, you can play them whenever you want. Some people think that it's better to do exercise outside in the fresh air. Although it's true, it's actually difficult to play outside when it's raining or very hot, so video games are not alternative. To sum up, I believe that video games are a fun and social way to keep fit. I think they are a good option when you can play outside, and they might encourage people to do more exercise.
Okay, so you read the essay, which is kind of a model essay given on the website, which is called BBC Learning English. So, the question to you, and let's discuss this in Russian, and then we'll go back to English. Итак, вы узнали, что такое активные видеоигры, и вопрос к вам, хороший ли это способ поддержать себя в форме, играть в активные видеоигры? Ответьте по-русски, пожалуйста.
Да, это хороший способ быть в форме.
Почему так?
Ты можешь выполнять разные виды упражнений, играть в баскетбол, заниматься танцами. И ты можешь заниматься этим у себя дома.
Да, правильно. Но это же еще не все для сочинения.
Эти игры очень веселые. Ты можешь играть в них с друзьями, можешь играть в них онлайн. И там даже нет необходимости находиться в одном и том же месте. Ты можешь играть, когда ты захочешь. Некоторые люди думают, что лучше делать упражнения на свежем воздухе, хотя это правда. На самом деле это сложно, когда идет дождь или слишком жарко. Видеоигры могут быть хорошей альтернативой.
Хорошо. Хорошо, я понял все. Настя, значит, смотрите, все сочинение обычно сводится к следующим рассуждениям. Ну, вот вам задали вопрос. Видеоигры – это хороший способ поддержать себя в форме, активные видеоигры или нет? Итак, а вы мне ответили на этот вопрос, что да, это хороший способ. Естественно, этого мало. Вы должны объяснить, почему вы так считаете. Потому что, как вы первое сказали, очень много упражнений, которые можно делать таким образом. И баскетбол, и катание на водных лыжах, и танцы. И самое главное, что все это не выходя из своего дома. Ну, вы добавили, что это удовольствие и взаимодействие, потому что можно с друзьями, можно играть онлайн и не нужно находиться в одном и том же месте с вашим другом. Второй аргумент, что можно играть тогда, когда вы хотите. И теперь противоположная точка зрения, что некоторые люди считают, что упражнения нужно делать на воздухе. Это самый главный, наверное, контраргумент о том, что люди говорят, чего же дома сидеть, когда вы компьютеры имеете, зачем же вам дома сидеть? И вот тут-то ты как раз и делаешь такое хорошее замечание, что иногда же на улице идет дождь, или иногда на улице невозможно жарко. А как играть под дождем? Или как играть в сильную жару? И вот в этот момент как раз видеоигры очень хорошая альтернатива. То есть в них можно играть дома. И когда ты сказала два аргумента за, когда ты сказала аргумент противоположной точки зрения, теперь ты подводишь баланс всего того, что сказано. Суммируя все вышесказанное, я считаю, что видеоигры – это удовольствие и общественный способ поддержать себя в форме. Это хороший вариант, когда вы не можете играть на улице, и они могут побудить людей делать как можно больше упражнений. Ну, я считаю, что здесь немножко не хватает слов, но почему я выбираю это сочинение? Потому что, на мой взгляд, оно объясняет все очень легко и просто, коротко и понятно. Ну, как вы считаете, вам понятно, как писать сочинение?
Да.
All right, that's good, interesting. So, any other questions about essays? No?
No.
All right, good. So, the last thing what I want you to do today is I want you to talk about the picture. So, this is the picture that I want you to talk about. Now, have a look at the picture. You have some, let's say, 30 seconds to look at it, and then you will talk about it, about this picture. Okay?
Okay.
30 секунд вам на подготовку, и после этого вы будете говорить, вы помните, что вам нужно говорить 1,5 минуты. Alright, so if you're ready, you can start.
As far as you know, I'm fond of taking photos because they make every moment memorable. This summer I spent in Africa as a volunteer in a local school. In the picture you can see children. They are cooking different dishes. The dishes are not African. They can do it well, but they are trying to do it, and after that, they may be I think this picture make your mood better, so I decided to share the picture to you.
Okay, yeah, thank you, that's alright. Now, you can listen to it a little bit.
So you can see children. They are cooking different dishes. The dish are not African. They can do it well, but they are trying to do it, and after that, they may be I think this picture makes your mood better, so I decided to show the picture to you.
Yeah, thank you. That's all right. Now. Okay. So. I was just looking for, where was it? That's okay. Now, so what this picture is from one of the American summer camps. Have you ever been to a summer camp?
No.
Never.
No.
Okay, did you go to some winter camps or during the fall, during the autumn break? Did you go to some kind of a camp? No?
I have never been in any camp, to any camp.
Wow, that's very interesting. So what do you do during summers?
Last summer I was preparing for my exams.
Okay, and the previous summer?
I can't remember.
Yeah, very interesting. Okay, I see. So that's the first observation, and so I understand that it's really hard for you to understand what kind of activities the people are doing there. So then a very good try was when you said that it is in Africa. Well, actually, this camp was not in Africa. This camp was in the United States of America. But I was very much surprised when you said that they are cooking, what kind of dish they are cooking. So maybe right now you have another guesses. What kind of dish are they cooking?
They are cooking sushi?
Absolutely, correct. Why didn't you say that during the answer?
I don't know.
Well, please explain. This is very necessary. Because you said later, after the exam, after the test, you said it, you answered very correctly.
I can explain.
Alright, very interesting. So you see, when you talk about the picture, well, your answer was not bad, but please give your best answer. Like you gave your correct answer, but after the test, and this is kind of a sad story. So well, you know, I never tried sushi in my life. I don't know why, but it just happened. But you see, your generation, you know better than we what kind of food is that, and so later you understood that this is sushi. Alright, good. So do you want to try another picture?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. So you have 15 yeah, you will have some 20 seconds before you start answering. Okay, are you ready?
Yes,
Please.
I'm fond of taking photos because they make every moment memorable. This summer I spent in Germany, and you can see a carnival in this country. In the center of the photo, you can see a little boy. He's crying. His costume is a bear, maybe a white bear. There are a lot of people around him, and they are smiling. Some of them are taking photos of him. It's a good moment. So I decided to take this photo.
Well, you still have some 20 seconds to go. Can you add something?
No.
That's not really good. Alright, you can listen to it and think it over.
So I decided to. They can do it well, but they are trying to do it, and after that, they maybe.
It's just the previous one, right?
I think this picture make your mood better. So I decided to show the picture to you.
Yeah, that's alright. Now. Okay.
I'm fond of taking photos because they make every moment memorable. And this summer I spent in Germany, and you can see a carnival in this country. In the center of the photo, you can see a little boy. He's crying. His costume is a bear, maybe a white bear. There are a lot of people around him, and they are smiling. Some of them are taking photos of him. It's a good moment. So I decided to take this photo.
Alright, do you think that you can add something right now? Can you add something?
I did not.
Alright.
I do.
Okay, that's okay. So, I have a couple of questions. Yeah, it was, again, it was a really good try, but, you know, you do not finish always what you start talking about. For example, you said a very good thing, we take pictures about a memorable moment. And this is really true. We always take pictures about a memorable moment. So, why is this moment memorable? You didn't say. What is memorable about this moment? What do you think? Why somebody took this picture? Who took this picture? Why? Why is this memorable?
This boy is excited.
Why is he excited? I understand. Well, you see, you say every correct thing, but you do not explain. Like, have a look in his hand. What is he holding in his hand?
I don't see.
Well, just suppositions, as you say. Probably this is Germany. This is not Germany, but this is okay. Nobody will punish you for that you said that this is in Germany. That's okay. So, what is your supposition? What is he holding in his hand? Because this is why he is excited. This is why he is crying, yelling, shouting. Okay, another question is, you said that this is a carnival. Good attempt, good try. And then you said that his costume. Now, what do we usually have? Have you ever been? Have you ever taken part in the carnival?
I have never taken part in the carnival.
All right. How about a Halloween party? Have you ever taken part in a Halloween party?
Never.
No. Okay. What do you think? What is the main part of every Halloween party?
Custom.
Costume what? It's not only you have to wear a costume, but then when you come to the party, there will be, what will they do with these costumes? Okay, for example, I will come to the Halloween party in a costume of an astronaut. Okay, you will come to the party in a costume of a witch. So, we'll be looking at each other and that's it. No, we will have something about our costumes. Why would people wear costumes to carnival or to the Halloween party?
Maybe they like.
Well, how do you know that people like your costume?
I don't know.
Because of that, he is holding this paper in his hand. Because people like his costume.
It's Yeti?
Yes, he's the costume is the costume of Yeti. That's exactly, you are correct. But he's holding some kind of a paper. What does this paper say? And you see, everybody is looking at him. Why would everybody look at him?
Because he's crying.
Why is he crying?
I don't know.
Oh, alright. No, you really do. You really. Okay, if you have a look to the one side of the picture, you will see the girl who is wearing a kind of a princess dress, and she is not very happy. Why is she not that happy like this boy?
Because people don't see to she.
People are not looking at her. Why are they not looking at her and they are looking at the boy? Because his costume is attractive, and he is the only one. This is the only one costume which everybody is looking at. That means that his costume is
the most popular.
The most popular. How do we know that this costume is the most popular? Because during these parties we usually have what? How do you know that in your class somebody knows English better than you? or mathematics, or Russian, how do you know that somebody knows better than you?
I don't feel nothing. I do feel nothing.
Well, if you think about the physical education class, so let's say about jumping, how do you know that somebody jumps better than you? Because the teacher will organize or will conduct what? How can the teacher...
It's not a problem for me.
No, it's not a problem. How can the teacher see that somebody is better in jumping than another person? Wow, you surprised me a lot. Well, everybody answers this question because people like competition. There was the competition, the contest. And he got the first award. He won. He won the first place. His costume is the best. You understand?
Yes.
And he's holding his award in his hand. This is kind of a paper which says that his Yeti costume is the best, and everybody congratulates him on his best costume. All right, but that was interesting talking with you. Okay, any questions?
I have not any questions.
All right, so if you want to, you can attend my classes next time. All right, see you next time. All right.
Thank you.
If you don't mind, you can write a review. Если не возражаете, можете написать отзыв об уроке на моей страничке «Углубленный английский». Там есть специальная строка такая для отзывов. Okay?
Хорошо.
Alright, so see you next Friday. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.